whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare.
The state of our party is strong. We went into November elections in a really bad environment in Illinois, and at a time when they changed the map and made things much harder for us. And we went into the election with a few important principles, and they were not political principles. We were just living life. You know, that's the key, I think. We're good people. We just want to live life. We don't want to put on an act. If you're nice outside, you got to be nice inside. If you're not nice in your life, why not be nice in politics? We ran a positive campaign. We did not say negative stuff. We were able to work hard. We put forth, the important part was we put forth great candidates, and we won 4 of 4 heavily contested countywide races. Stand up, guys.
This is the voting card we use each and every day we walk onto the House floor, the honor that all of you have given both of us. Now, when we walk onto that floor, we think of you. And I want every parent and grandparent to stand up in this room, please. Please, stand up. Every day, Aaron Schock and I use this voting card. We think of you. We think of your families. Every vote we take, we realize the impact it has on all of you because it impacts my family, impacts all our families. That's what we intend to continue to do in Washington over the next 2 years. We will continue to lead and not follow, but we need your help to do so. And I cannot thank you enough. I cannot thank Aaron Schock enough. God bless you all, and God bless the United States of America.
You know, the old adage goes, some of you may have heard say this, you get elected, you get sworn in, and you look around the United States House of Representatives chamber. For those of you that have been there, it's quite a historic place. You think about the people who've served before you, and you think, wow, how did I get here? But I will tell you, Allen West is someone you get to know with, and you realize really quickly how he got there. Thank you for being here, and please help welcome our keynote speaker, Colonel Allen West.
Now, there's so many people that are already talking about the demise of the Republican Party. As a matter of fact, if you turn over to MSNBC, they will tell you that the Republican Party is done. They will tell you that America has moved to a center-left type of country. They will ridicule, they will make fun of the conservative principles that we hold so dear. It would seem as though you are in a position where you are surrounded. And especially I can understand being here in Illinois, where it seems that Chicago is the dominant figure in the politics of this state. But I want to tell you a little story from the history of the United States of America, of a time when we found victory and we stole it from the jaws of defeat. Some of you may remember this, but during the early days of the Korean War, the first unit that we sent over was an Army infantry unit that was called Task Force Smith. Task Force Smith was absolutely decimated by the North Korean forces, who surprisingly attacked us in June 1950, steamed across the 38th parallel, captured Seoul, and then continued south. And they had all the United States forces trapped in this place called Pusan. And it became known as the Pusan Perimeter. But then all of a sudden we put a very special old warrior in charge. His name was General Douglas MacArthur. And General MacArthur came up with a brilliant plan. He said, we're going to conduct a deep amphibious landing behind the enemy. People said it was not going to be possible because for whatever reason, we had decimated our military. We did not have enough Marines. We did not have enough amphibious assault craft. MacArthur said, I don't care. This is what we're going to do. You get me the Marines, you get me the amphibious assault craft. And later, the United States military with coalition forces conducted one of the most massive amphibious assaults behind the enemy lines in Incheon. They cut the enemy off. They continued on to Pyongyang. This is the lesson that Incheon teaches us today. That even though it appears that you may have been defeated, even though it appears that you are on the verge of collapse, even though it appears that you may be surrounded, now is the time for bold visionary leadership, bold strategic leadership, not just for this party, but also for the United States of America. It's our time now, each and every one of us, to load up on that proverbial amphibious assault craft and go into Incheon. Now I will tell you, as Thomas Paine said, that these are the times that will try men's souls, when the summer soldier and the sunshine patriot will, in this crisis, stray from his duties. We don't need summer soldiers. We don't need sunshine patriots. The future of what we pass on in this constitutional republic is in our hands right now. And if you don't see this a fight worth fighting, then please don't pretend at this time, because there's too much at stake for each and every one of us. You cannot have any fear. You must stand strong. And understand this, that you must be emboldened, that you must be encouraged, that you must understand that you have to take up a shield, and you have to stand as Americans have always done, to ensure that these blessings of liberty and freedom and democracy are passed on to our next generation. You have to ensure that the sacrifices and commitments of the previous generations do not go for nothing. Because one day, I hope that years from now, the next generation will be gathered here today in Champaign, Illinois. And they will raise their glasses, and with a tear in their eye when they see the flag posted, they will remember what each and every one of you did for them, as we remember today. As we celebrate Lincoln and remember Lincoln, I want them to celebrate each and every one of you. Because Lincoln said, very simple, that America is the last best hope for mankind. Now is your time to make sure that the favorite son of Illinois, that great president that stood and ensured that this union stayed together in a very tumultuous time, and we are divided again today. Let Illinois be that beacon that brings America back together so that we can have great days once again. May God bless you all. May God bless Abraham Lincoln. And may God bless these great United States of America. Thank you so much.